football field, your hand in mine. Everything revealed, the cheerleaders cheered. The band played loud, we felt like kings and queens of this small town. Your old pickup, idled by the creek. We laughed so hard, we couldn't speak. Mama waved from the porch, Daddy tipped his hat. I never knew love could feel like that. I thought forever meant you and me. Didn't know first love could slip and leave. County line goodbye, dust in your wake. First heartbreak hits harder than you think it'd take. Fiddles crying, steel guitar bands. Some love's big and strong, some love's in. 17 hearts, wild and free, but sometimes love has to leave. I left a piece of my heart that night. County line goodbye under stadium lights. Homecoming dance, slow songs and smiles just spun me round. I stayed a while, talked to leaving, chasing something new. I swore I'd stay, but you never knew. We carved our names in that old oak tree, swore we'd stay, just you and me. Funny how forever can slip through your hands, like summer slipping off our hometown land. I didn't see the road you take, didn't know hearts could break this way. County line goodbye, dust in your wake. First heartbreak hits harder than you think it'd take. Fiddles crying, steel guitar bands. Some love's big and strong, some love's in. 17 hearts, wild and free, but sometimes love has to leave. I left a piece of my heart that night. County line goodbye under stadium lights. No villains here, just two young hearts, learning how love can fall apart. Some stay, some roam, some drift away, but every small town memory will stay. County line goodbye, memories remain. First love, first heartbreak, joy and pain. I still remember your laugh and your grin, even though life pulled us from where we've been. Steel strings cry where the river bends. Fiddle plays a song of lost friends. I left a piece of my heart that night. County line goodbye under stadium lights. That town still waits at the edge of my mind, where love and loss learn to intertwine. I sleep on the edge of the bed we chose, like leaving space might bring you home. name still lives in everyday things, in half-heard songs and broken dreams. I tell myself I'm doing fine, but healing takes more than time. They said love fades when it's over and done, but my heart still thinks you're the one. If you still remember me, do you feel it when you're alone? Do our moments ever find you in the quiet after you're gone? I'm learning how to let you leave, but it's harder than it seems. If you still remember me, then maybe I'm not crazy for missing everything. I pass the places we used to stay. They don't look sad, but I look away. You found your future, I stayed behind, trying to unlove what felt like my whole life. I smile in rooms full of friends, then cry when the night begins. I don't miss the fights or the pain. I miss who I was before you changed. If you still remember me, does it hurt when our song plays? Do you ever stop and wonder what we'd be now if you stayed? I'm learning how to set you free, but my heart won't listen yet. If you still remember me, then maybe I wasn't easy to forget. Maybe love isn't meant to last, maybe it's just meant to pass. But even if you let me go, I loved you more than you'll ever know. If you still remember me, I hope it's gentle, not regret. I hope you see me smiling, not the girl you left in pieces yet. I'll be okay eventually, I'm stronger than I seem. But if you still remember me, please remember I loved you honestly. One day your name won't break my breath, but tonight it's still the hardest step. I still know the shape of your goodbye, like it carved itself into my chest. You said we'd be okay with time, but time just taught me what I lost instead. Ooh. Your silence learned my name. It calls me every night. They say hearts break clean and quick, but mine stayed open just a little too long. I loved you longer than you stayed, longer than your promises could breathe. You left like it was easy to walk away. I see what everything you left in me. You found your peace, I found the truth. Some love just doesn't survive. You moved on when you were ready. I loved you longer than goodbye. Ooh. I see you in the life I didn't get, in empty seats and unsent text. I learned how lonely hope can be when you're the only one who still believes. Ooh. You said this hurts, but we'll be fine. You were right, just not at the same time. I don't miss the fights or shattered plans. I miss who I was when you still held my hand. I loved you longer than you stayed, longer than the echo of your name. You closed the door and found your way. I stood there feeling all the weight. You let go like it was overdue. I held it on like love was supposed to do. You survived by walking away. I loved you longer than goodbye. Maybe love's not meant to last forever. Maybe it just changes shape. But if loving you was my mistake, I'd still make it anyway. I loved you longer than the truth, longer than the girl I used to be. I'll heal, I know I'll make it through. Some scars don't ever leave. You'll always be a part of me. Not pain, just proof I tried. You let go when you were ready. I loved you longer than goodbye. One day your name won't make me cry, but tonight I still love you longer. I fold your shirt like you're coming back, like the door might open just like that. Your name still sleeps on my tongue, even though I know we're done. The world keeps spinning like we're okay, but my heart didn't get the message yet. They say love fades if you let it go. but nobody told my soul. It still hurts in the quiet when there's no one else around. I'm brave in the daylight, but I break when the sun goes down. I smile like I survived it, but truth is I'm still trying. You don't love me anymore, but it still hurts in the quiet. I pass the places we used to be. They don't look broken, just lonely. I learned how to breathe without you here, but forgetting you isn't that clear. When you still call, it still hurts in the quiet when memories start to speak. I'm strong in all the right places, weak where no one sees. I tell myself I'm over, but every night I'm reminded you don't love me anymore, but it still hurts in the quiet. Maybe one day your name won't sting, won't feel like losing everything, but right now love's a fragile thing, and I'm holding what it used to mean. It still hurts in the quiet, but I know I'll heal in time. I won't always miss your shadow lying next to mine. You were real and absent-minded, even if it left me crying. You don't love me anymore, and that's the truth I'm learning to live with in the quiet. One day this ache will fade to blue, but tonight I'm still missing you. I still see your shadow in the doorway light, still hear your voice when the room's too quiet. Your coffee cups where you left it last, like you never knew we wouldn't last. I tried to breathe, tried to move on, but your goodbye still feels like it's going on. They say time heals, but time just shows how deep your name is in my bones. You're a memory that hurts, like a song I can't reverse. Every word we said still burns. Every love ends, but this one lingers. I smile like I'm fine, but the truth is worse. You're not here, but you still hurt. Yeah, your memory that hurts. I packed your things, but not the pain. It hides in quiet moments, calls my name. I see us laughing bikes and cars, in every wish, in every star. I loved you pure, I loved you deep. Now I lie awake with ghosts instead of sleep. I don't miss the way you broke my heart. I miss who we were before it fell apart. You're a memory that hurts, like a promise left in the dirt. Every touch we had still works against me when I'm feeling stronger. I smile like I'm fine, but the truth is worse. You moved on, but I'm still hurt. Yeah, you're a memory that hurts. If loving you was the price I paid, I'd still do it all the same. But I wish I knew how to forget the life we never got to have yet. You're a memory that hurts, but you taught my heart its worth. Even broken, I survived the worst. Still standing when I thought I wouldn't. I'll heal someday, I'll find the words. But tonight, yeah, tonight it hurts. You're a memory that hurts. One day your name won't make me cry, but right now it's still goodbye. Friday night lights, they still burn bright down on Miller's Creek, where we learned to fight. Small town whispers carried on the breeze of who was with who beneath the willow trees. I remember Jenny with her hair like spun gold, a story in her eyes, a tale yet untold. We'd cruise a main street in my daddy's old Ford, dreaming of futures we couldn't afford. Oh, those dusty roads, they led us astray from innocence lost to a brand new day. First heartbreaks hit hard like a summer storm, leaving us weathered but keeping us warm. Fiddle cries a melody, steel guitar sighs for the ghosts of our youth in those small town skies. Yeah, dusty roads and broken hearts, that's our song, where memories linger and still feel so strong. Senior year dances under the gym's dim glow, promises whispered and voices soft and low. I bought Jenny a corsage, a delicate pink rose. Thought our love was endless, as everyone knows. But then where memories linger and still feel so strong. Years have gone by, the town's still the same, but the faces are different, and so is the game. Sometimes I drive past her old childhood home and wonder if she ever thinks of me all alone. That ache in my chest, it's a familiar friend, a reminder of beginnings and how some things end. On those dusty roads, they led us astray, from innocence lost to a brand new day. First heartbreaks hit hard like a summer storm, leaving us weathered but keeping us warm. Fiddle cries a melody, steel guitar sighs for the ghosts of our youth in those small town skies. Yeah, dusty roads and broken hearts, that's our song, where memories linger and still feel so strong. Yeah, the small town keeps turning, the seasons they change, but the echoes of young love forever remain. Dusty roads and broken hearts, a country tune underneath that big old small town moon. I still wake up in the shape of us, like loving you was a habit I can't break. Your side of the bed stays untouched, as if leaving space might change your fate. I walk past the mirrors I don't recognize, trying to be someone who's okay. They told me time would ease the pain, but time just taught me what remains. I'm still here without you breathing, but it feels untrue. You left like it was easy to do. I stayed and felt it all come loose. I smile like I found my way through, but every night proves that's not true. You're gone, but somehow I'm still tied to loving you. I hear your voice in crowded rooms, in songs I never meant to play. I replay words we almost said, like they might save us anyway. You found peace in letting go, I found the weight of staying. I don't miss the tears or sleepless fights, I miss believing we were right. I'm still here without you, holding on to what we knew. You closed the door, you found something new. I stood still watching us undo. I tell myself I'll make it through, but hope feels thinner every truth. You're gone, but time, every way. One day your name won't shake my breath, but tonight I'm still here. I still talk to you in empty rooms, like the walls might answer back. Your jacket's hanging by the door, like you're just running late, not gone for good at last. I learned how silence has a sound when love just slips away. They say time heals the deepest scars, but time just shows me where you are. You're not here, but you're everywhere. In every breath I try to take, I'm holding on to what we almost were, and letting go is what still breaks. I smile like I've moved on from us, but my heart still doesn't know the truth. I didn't lose you overnight, I lost you slowly, missing you. I see your face in passing strangers, hear your laugh in crowded trains. You promised me the world was ours, then walked away without explaining. I replay every I love you, wondering You're not here, but you're everywhere. In every future I rewrite, I'm learning how to love myself in the shadow of goodbye. I'll carry us, but I won't stay in the pain of yesterday. You were my almost, not my forever. And that's the hardest truth I'll face. Some loves don't end, they just transform into a memory that still feels warm and still hurts. The Friday lights are humming like a low-volt neon sign. I'm sitting on the tailgate right across the county line, where the asphalt turns to gravel and the secrets turn to dust. Just a boy in a Chevy, drowning in his wanderlust. You were wearing blue ribbon, denim and a ribbon in your hair. The kind of girl who didn't belong in this stagnant mountain air. And it's a high school story that the wind still tells the pines about a small town boy who couldn't read the warning signs, with a fiddle crying lonesome and a steel guitar solo about the girl who had the engine and the boy who let her go. Yeah, we were kings of the hallway, but the crown was made of glass. Now I'm just a ghost in a town that's living in the past. We carved our names in the oak tree by the old Henderson Creek, back when forever was a word we weren't afraid to speak. But the world is bigger than the square and the local five and dime, and a sweetheart's promise don't mean much against the hands of time. You packed your bags for Nashville, I stayed to work the mill. And I haven't seen a sunset that didn't feel like a pill. They say the first cut is the deepest, but they don't say how it stings when you're stuck in a place where nobody grows their wings. I hear your name at the diner, I see your mama at the store. Every corner of this zip code is a lock without a door. Yeah, I'm still here. That old school bell rang out at 3. The lockers slammed like they always did to me. You waited by your Chevy engine humming low, said let's drive where the cornfields grow. Mama waved from the porch swing light. Daddy said be home before midnight. I thought love was simple, sweet and true. Didn't know hearts could want something new. On that gravel road at 17, we thought we knew what forever means. Fiddle cried through the radio, steel guitar felt what I didn't know. First love feels like you can't end till goodbye shows up wearing your best friend. Yeah, I learned too young what heartbreak means on a gravel road at 17. Friday night lights on a painted field, your jacket on me, everything felt real. We slow danced once in the high school gym. You spun me round and grew quiet again. You talk about leaving, chasing some dream. I talked about us and staying here. You stared past Main Street, past my eyes. I didn't see the last goodbye. On that gravel road at 17, we thought love was guaranteed. Fiddle moaned like you knew my name. Steel strings bent when you said things change. First heartbreak don't warn or wait, just leaves you standing at the county gate. Yeah, growing up ain't what it seems on a gravel road at 17. No bad guys, no blame to claim, just young hearts learning pain. Some stay rooted, some take flight, both cry under Friday night lights. That gravel road still knows my feet, still whispers back that younger me. I don't cry now, but I remember when love hurt worse than it healed back then. First love didn't last, but it shaped my dreams, taught me who I was meant to be. Yeah, I left my tears in between on a gravel road at 17. If I drive by slow, I still can see who I was before heartbreak found me. I memorized the way you'd leave, even when you said you'd stay. Your silence started talking loud, I just didn't hear it then. I held on to the little things like they could save us both somehow. I loved you through the warning signs, I know that now. They say love knows when to fight or run, but I only knew how to hold on. I let you go too late after my heart had learned your name. You walked away already gone, I stayed and took the blame. You found peace in the letting go, I found truth in the pain. I didn't lose you all at once, I let you go too late. I see you in the life I lost, in places we were meant to be. I practiced being okay alone, but loneliness remembers me. You said we'd always be enough, but always didn't last that long. I replay every almost word, every wrong. I don't miss the tears or broken trust, I miss believing love was us. I let you go too late after my soul had learned your face. You closed the door without a sound, I stayed inside the ache. You survived by moving on, I survived by staying brave. I didn't lose you all at once, I let you go too late. Maybe love is knowing when to leave, even when your heart still bleeds. If loving you was my mistake, I'd still make it again. I let you go too late, but I'm learning how to heal. I won't always carry your weight, even if the scar is real. You were my truth, my deepest ache, my hardest goodbye. I didn't lose you all at once, I let you go too late. One day your name won't break my breath, but tonight I'm still learning to let go. I still wake up reaching for your side, like some part of me forgot you said goodbye. Your name still echoes in my head, and every word we never said. I packed away the dreams we made, but some things never fade. They say it gets easier with time, but loving you rewrote my mind. I'm standing where love used to live, in a house full of what ifs. Your ghost is your smile in passing faces, hear your laugh in empty places. I replay nights we swore were true, when forever felt so close to you. You promised me you'd always stay. Forever didn't last that way. I don't miss the tears, the broken parts. I miss the way you held my heart. We're standing where love used to live, with all the time I can't relive. Your words still pull me back inside to the girl I was when you were mine. I try to be strong, I try to forgive, but the silence hits me like a fist. I'm standing where love used to live. If loving you was my mistake, I'd still make it every day, because even in the pain you left, you taught my heart what real love is. I'm leaving where love used to live, with scars I never asked for but still give. I'll carry us, but I won't stay in a memory that keeps me in yesterday. I'll learn to breathe, I'll learn to give my heart to something new someday. But tonight I'm standing where love used to live. One day your name won't break me down, but tonight it's still the loudest sound. The bell rang out, the hallways were alive. Lockers slammed, but I could only survive. You waved at me from across the gym, said meet me later when the sun gets dim. We drove past the fields in your old blue truck, windows down, hearts full of luck. Mama waved from the porch, Daddy tipped his hat. I never knew love could feel like that. I thought forever was written in our hands, didn't know first love had its own plans. Friday night heartbreak under stadium lights, fiddle crying softly, steel guitar bending high, 17 hearts learning to fly. Some love lasts forever, some says goodbye. Piece of me where the bleachers meet the grass. First love slips away too fast. Yeah, we were young and couldn't see the way love breaks so quiet. We spun around in each other's arms a while. You talked of cities, bright lights and roads. I dreamed of porches, small town codes. Funny how forever doesn't always stay. Some love is a memory that fades away. I didn't see the path you'd take, didn't know hearts could break this way. Friday night heartbreak under stadium lights, fiddle crying softly, steel guitar bending right. 17 hearts learning to fly. Some love lasts forever, some says goodbye. Left a piece of me where the bleachers meet the grass. First love slips away too fast. Yeah, we were young and couldn't see the way love breaks so quietly. No villain here, just two hearts too small, learning how love can rise and fall. Some stay, some wander, some drift apart, but first love always leaves them all. Friday night heartbreak, I still remember every laugh, every kiss, that warm September. Steel guitar crying where the river bends, fiddle playing the song of lost friends. I left a piece of me under the lights. First love gone, but it feels alright. Yeah, we were young and couldn't see the way love breaks so quietly. That town still waits where the roads meet sky, and I smile, remember our first goodbye. That old school bell rang 3:30. Dust in the halls, you smiled at me. Your name stitched high on a varsity sleeve, mine written small in your memory. Lady, Mama's car rattled by the curb outside. Friday night waited, stars in our eyes. I thought love stayed where it first began. Didn't know dreams had a faster plan. Where the bleachers end and the real world starts, that's where you broke my 17-year heart. Fiddle cried soft through the radio tune, steel guitar bent like the truth too soon. First love don't warn, don't pretend, it just leaves you standing where the bleachers end. Homecoming dance in borrowed shoes, slow song playing what we couldn't prove. We talked about roads with no town signs. I talk about forever like it had time. Your truck kicked dust on a county road. I waved like I knew you were already gone. You looked past Main Street, past me. I was still where we used to be, where the bleachers end and the lights bleachers in. Fields still quiet when I drive past slow, but I smile now, 'cause I finally know. I still set 2 cups by the sink, still pause when I hear your name, like part of me is stuck in time, while the rest of the world keeps changing lanes. Your goodbye didn't slam the door, it whispered and stayed too long. Now silence wears your shade, and I carry it on. They say the heart is strong enough to mend, but nobody tells you how it bends. I'm learning how in old photographs, smiling like we knew the end. You said we'll always be okay, but always didn't mean then. I replay every almost moment, without one day